Hey guys, so I'm gonna be doing a story time today. I wanted to film this earlier when I was doing my makeup and all that, but I didn't get a chance to. What I'm gonna talk about is the story of my ex best friend. It's kind of a lot. Hopefully I'll be able to get through all of it today. I mean, it's not that much, but I'm acting like it's a freaking novel, but it is kind of a lot, so hopefully this video is not too long and hopefully it's interesting to you guys. So I guess we'll start on how we met. um we'll call her Letty just for like security purposes, and I don't want to like set her out or nothing because she is scanned. I will tell you guys this right now. Okay, so we'll start with how we met. Me and Letty met through a friend. The first or second day of high school, and we both had English class together. That was the class we had, and I was friends with this Arabic girl, and I guess she was friends with her too. And I remember we went to the library. I don't know if to get library cards or to get new books. I don't know what it was for, but I remember we went and I was talking to my Arabic friend, and then she comes up and she's talking to her, and then like that's how we met basically. And after that, like we would talk to each other more because we were the only two Hispanic girls in that class, so that's why. And I think there was like maybe one other Hispanic girl in our grade, so like we became close, you know. And in sophomore year is when we became like really close, like talking more, and I guess like relating more. Or we would go to parties more. Like my mom wouldn't let me go to parties that much. She was just really strict and stuff. So I had to like beg her, and I would tell her like, can you ask my mom, because if you ask her she'll say yes. So yeah, basically that was the person I would always go to parties with. We would always go to parties. I guess she really wanted her quince, because we would go to quinces, we would go to bodas, you know, like parties. And well, if you don't know what a quince is, it's like basically when a girl turns into a woman, and we just celebrate that really big. So yeah, anyway, she decided she wanted to have a quince, and she asked me to be in her baile sorpresa, which is her like her surprise dance. Like you would have a main dance, and then like you'll wait a little bit. The quinceañera would change into her surprise dance, and then we would do it. And she wanted to have girls in it, so it was gonna be me, Letty, and two other girls. Only one of the other girls is important, kind of. Her name, we'll call her Shelly. Shelly. And then the other one, she's not important. But yeah, so she asked me to be one of her dancers for that dance. And I was like, okay, sure. So we would practice. Basically, it was the day of her quince. And so I was her best friend. So, you know, I figured that I would be with her all day. I would ride in the limo with her, you know, stuff like that. When you have a quinceañera, you basically rent a limo. But it's a lot. It's really a lot to explain for this video. But anyways, yeah, so it was the day of her quince, and I called her early. I was like, so am I gonna come to your house, or are you gonna pick me up, or what? Because, you know, I'm her best friend, so obviously I'm gonna be riding with her. She was like, Shelly came early because she wasn't gonna have a ride later to come. And I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah, so I don't think you're gonna be able to ride with us because only 14 people fit. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I was the main one that was supposed to ride with her. So yeah, basically I didn't get to ride in the limo with her, and I was like, wow, okay, I thought I was your best friend. In my head, I didn't really tell her. I just acted like, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, basically that was that. That was the first thing that was kind of wrong to me. I mean, it's probably not that big of a deal, but I mean, I was her best friend, so why wouldn't she like go out of her way to let me go with her? But anyways, that's that. And we still hung out a lot. We snuck out a lot. I don't know if it was after her quinceañera, like the day after or a couple days after, but we snuck out. I don't even know why we would sneak out, because honestly we would see each other at school, so you can see how close we were. We would sneak out to see each other when we would go to school all day and see each other. This other night, I remember she wanted to see me, or she wanted to go to the store. I don't remember, but I was like, okay. I was like, I guess I'll take my dad's car. And I freaking took my dad's truck. I freaking snuck out and took my dad's truck. And we just drove around like the neighborhood. And she smoked a cigarette. And she was like, try it. I was like, no, I don't do tobacco. We did, we did used to smoke something else though. Um, my dad watches my videos, so you guys know what I'm talking about. And yeah, so basically she was like, smoke a cigarette. I was like, no, I don't really like it. And she was like, just try it, it really relaxes you. And I was like, okay, whatever. So she peer pressured me to do that. That was that. I don't think I got caught. I don't remember. I don't think I got caught with my dad's truck. Yeah, we would do crazy stuff together. Fast forwarding, that was like freshman, sophomore, and half a junior year. So that was that. And then we were in the middle of junior year, and then going into senior year. Um, okay, so we had a gym class together, um, which we were super happy about, because we were best friends, and we were like, oh wow, like we have gym together. So yeah, we had lockers. I remember it was swimming time. There's like a whole separate area in our school. So we would have separate lockers. We had a room for locker rooms, and then like where you would change, and a shower if you wanted to wash off. And then the swimming pool, you would walk out of the bathroom, and then that was a swimming pool right there. So yeah, it was swimming season. No, our swimming course. And me and her shared lockers in that little, where all the lockers were for the swimming class. And so me and her shared lockers. I think everybody had to share, or you could have your own, but me and her share, of course, because we were best friends. Why would we not want to share? So like, I had bought these brand new shoes. It was like around tax season, I think. So I had got new shoes, and they were some Nikes. I think Nike Air Maxes. They were pink and blue, the whole thing was black, and it had pink and blue on it. And I was like, I was so happy that I got them, because back then, like we didn't get shoes that much. Um, we were lucky to have a good pair or two. And so that was like I really, really liked those. I remember picking them out at the store and everything. And I told her about it, and she was like, oh, those are cool. And yeah, so that was that. I usually would bring ugly shoes, like for gym and stuff, but that day I had some good shoes. So my brand new shoes that I had, my Nike Air Maxes, I left them in my locker, because I had my other good shoes that matched my outfit. So I kept my good shoes, and I left my new shoes in the swimming locker, because we would go back in 2 days, because we would have A and B classes. So I think we had gym, so I would come back like in 2 days to get my shoes. And then so I just left them there, not thinking nothing. It was the next gym class, and I went to go get my shoes, because they're my shoes, my new shoes. Why would I not want them? And I went to look for them, and I looked under, because I had a gym bag. I looked under my gym bag. I looked like at the top and the little section, and I couldn't see them. I was like, okay, why are my shoes gone? Like, and I was like almost crying. I was like, wow, like my parents had just bought me those. They're gonna be so mad at me that I lost them. And I don't think I even told the teacher or nothing, because I was just like so upset about it. Like, why would anybody steal my shoes? And I remember like, that Letty, she was just like, oh, I feel so bad. What are your parents gonna say? And I was like, what do you mean they're gonna be mad? Those were new shoes. And she was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, I was just upset. And then they just let it go. I was like, whatever, hopefully they don't notice. And they never noticed. Still to this day, they don't even know that I lost those shoes. But anyways, yeah, they were gone, and I was like, wow, I guess somebody freaking stole my shoes. I guess we left our locker open or something, and they stole them. So this one day, I go to Letty's house just to, I think it was after school. I just went over there, just to hang out. And I went to use the bathroom. They only had one bathroom. Oh no, they had two. They had one upstairs, but that was their parents. And then they had one downstairs, which was the main one. So I went to use the bathroom, and I was just, I don't, like, sometimes I'm just really nosy, to be honest. And I was just nosy that day. And good thing I was, because I never would have known this, and I would have, oh. Anyways, yeah, I'm just nosy, and I was looking like through their cabinets, looking like just looking everywhere. I'm just nosy like that, so don't invite me to your house. But anyways, yeah, so I look in their sink. They had a sink, and it had a little doors, like cabinet doors. And I look in there, and guess what I see, you guys? Guess what I see? I see my Nike Air Maxes. I'm like, my heart literally dropped. It literally dropped. I was like, why would she do that to me? She could have said I borrowed them when I was freaking out about it at the in gym class. Right now I'm getting like goosebumps. I'm like, why would she do that? But yeah, she could have told me like in gym class, oh, I borrowed them, I took them, or something like that. They were brand new. My parents had just bought those for me. She saw me freaking out when I saw them gone. She could have told me, and I was like, oh my god, why would she do that? And they were mine. I know they were mine because I checked the size and they were my size, but they were all stretched out because she has a bigger foot than me. Her foot is wide and mine aren't, so they were like stretched out. So I know they were mine. And I was just like, wow, and I just closed it really fast. I was like, oh my god. And I just went out and acted like nothing was wrong and went about with my day. But yeah, like, can you guys believe that? Basically, after that happened, I kind of like stopped talking to her. After I found the shoes, I kind of like just stopped talking to her that much. We weren't as close because that just really like made me feel bad about, like, I don't know, it just made me feel some type of way. So I stopped talking to her slowly. And then like in that time we would still talk a little bit, but not that much. In that time, my brother told me that my cousin asked him if I smoked, and nobody knew back then, like no grown-ups or nothing. So I was like, no, why? Who told him that? And then he was like, that his aunt told him, and his aunt is like freaking 30 or something, so she's like a grown-up. And I was like, wow, so who told her? Because the only person that knew, the only person I would smoke with was Letty. So I was like, who told her? So obviously you know who did. I think I even asked her. So I was like, did you tell anybody that I smoked? And she was like, oh yeah, I told my, I forgot what she was to her. Her like aunt cousin. And I was like, why would you tell her that? Like, I don't tell everybody that you smoke. And she was just kind of like, well, I don't know, everybody knows anyways because you post videos. But I only posted videos on my Vine, which back then nobody had Vine. No grown-ups especially, so how would they know? And she was like, well, you post videos anyways, so everybody knows. And I was like, okay, but why would you tell them? Like, specifically, why would you say, oh yeah, she smokes? Like, why? Just bring it out of nowhere, like, why? So yeah, so my whole family probably knew that I smoked, all because of her. And I was like, wow, like, she sent me out so bad. And I was like, I don't, I was just like, whatever. Like, at that point I was done with her, and I just stopped talking to her. That was like senior year, I'm pretty sure. So after we graduated. But after that, after high school, we didn't talk. And that's when I started doing my own thing. I went to college and stuff like that. Towards the end of college, I got pregnant, and so I was gonna have my baby. I wanted to communicate back with my old friends so I could invite them to my baby shower and stuff like that. And I thought about her. I thought about Letty. I was like, wow, wouldn't it be nice if she came and we could become best friends again? So I was like, maybe I should talk to her. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll talk to her. And I was like, well, this is what I decided. I was like, if she admits the wrong that she did, then I'll like forgive her. So I invite her to hang out, and she was like, yeah, sure, let's go eat. And I went to her house and everything, and she saw my stomach, and I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And so like, oh wow, let me see your stomach, you know, stuff like that. It was basically like back to normal. Honestly, it was like back to normal, like high school days. I felt like she was my best friend, and we were just talking, and then she was like, let's go get something to eat. And I was like, okay. So we went to go eat. We went to Denny's. That's when I confronted her. We had ordered our food. I don't know if we ordered our food or we got it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna confront her. So I confronted her. I was like, lady, so you remember when we were in high school and I freaked out because I lost my shoes? And she was like, she just looked worried. But I just kept looking down at my food, cause I guess I did get my food. I kept looking down at my food. I was like, because I was just so nervous. But I would look up a little bit at her to see what she thought or what she was doing. And she just looked nervous the whole time. And I was like, you remember when I lost my shoes, how I was freaking out so bad? And she was like, yeah. She looked nervous. And I was like, well, did you steal them? I said it like that. I remember I said, did you steal them? I was like, I'm not mad or anything about it now. And like, I'll forgive you if you did. But I just want to know if you did. If you stole my shoes. And she was like, what are you talking about? This is exactly what I said. I was like, I'll forgive you if you did take them. I just want to know if you did. Like, I want to know if you did take them or not. I'll forgive you. That's the whole reason we didn't talk that much anymore, because I stopped talking to you. And I don't remember what else, but I remember that's exactly what I said. And she was like, no, I didn't take them. Why would I take them? And I was like, I just like, I was like, I was like, okay. I was just sad. I was like, wow, why can't she admit to it? Like, I was gonna forgive her. I was gonna be friends with her. But she said no, and I was like, wow. I just acted like nothing was wrong at the restaurant. I was like, okay. And she paid for my food. I was like, that's what you get. Because I never talked to her after that again. But, yeah, after we left the restaurant, we went to her house, and she was like, we should have a baby shower. She's like, are you gonna have a baby shower? And the whole time I was gonna have one. I was planning it and everything, and of course I wasn't gonna invite her after she didn't admit what she did. And I was like, no. And she's like, we should have one, we should plan it for you. And she was like, we should do it here. And I was like, okay. Like, yeah, okay. So yeah, she was just being nice and everything. And then I left, and she's like, hit me up more so we can talk and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, yeah, okay. And then after that day, I didn't talk to her, because honestly, why would I? Who does that? Like, she's just yeah, I that's all I have to say about that. So yeah, that's basically everything. Like, till this day, I don't talk to her. I blocked her off of Snapchat because I did have her for a while. I even had her when I had my baby shower, and I know she felt some type of way when she saw my party. But yeah, I blocked her off Snapchat now. I don't talk to her because, I mean, would you guys talk to somebody like that? I mean, we were really, really close. Like, she was my best friend. I would do anything for her until I found all that stuff out. I was like, no thanks. So yeah, let me know what you guys would do in that situation. Would you still be friends with them? I hope you guys enjoyed this long ass story time. I hope it was interesting. I think it was. When I tell people, they're like, like, they literally gasp because I told people about it. Like, because they would ask why we're not friends anymore. That's how close we were. We would do everything together. But yeah, if I hope you guys liked it, and if you want more story times, comment down below or like this video. If you get this video up to 20 likes, I will give you guys another story time. But comment down below what you guys want to hear about, what you guys want it to be about. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks so much for watching.